You know, I've watched you. Sometimes our people disagree with you, but I mean, I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
Why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it could.
Watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Friday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Juma Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. And when you pray, remember to pray for Ghana. This morning, I want to tell you about something that will happen on the 14th of February, St. Valentine's Day. And we want to give you an opportunity here at 3FM 92.7 in collaboration with TV3, First in News, Best in Entertainment, for you to have a very sumptuous dinner with you and yours, a very, very romantic one indeed at the Mövenpick Ambassador Hotel. Can we put the flyer up quickly, please, so that we can see, our patrons can see what packages we have for them and how they can plug into it and have a memorable Valentine's Day. It's at 6:30 p.m. sharp, 14th of February, Mövenpick Ambassador Hotel. We have surprise artists that are coming your way. We have live band music. We have special gifts for you. And all you need to do is to phone the numbers 024-712-0633. That's 024-712-0633. And you know that you are going to be in very, 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 very good company. So Moonlight and Roses is a very romantic Valentine's Day dinner, St. Valentine's Day, and we encourage you to come celebrate with us as we all enjoy and rekindle our love and lighten up our love, and also munch on some chocolate and liquor, some ice cream. All of that lovey-dovey things will be happening there. Live band music right under the cover of the stars, and you get to enjoy all of it. Later on, Sunrise on 3FM 92.7 also, will be hosting Her Excellency Hannah Tete. She's one of the brightest diplomats we've ever had in this country, and she's going all the way to the United Nations. She's breaking barriers to climb new diplomatic heights, and we'll be hosting her. So you don't want to miss that conversation, and you don't want to miss that at all. Now, there's a gentleman in Tamale. So you see a gentleman directing traffic. Yesterday, I got a message for him. I'm told that for 4 years, the traffic light, that is called the Agric traffic light, has not functioned. The Agric traffic light, it has not functioned. It's in Tamale. It's a place in Tamale. For those who know my beloved Tamale, you know that the Agric traffic light area is planned. And I know this place. I never took particular notice of him. But Abdul Kadir sent me this message, and I read it in full. He says, "Hello, Zosim Lena. I hope you are doing well. There's this traffic light along the airport road called Agric traffic light. It's mostly non-functional, making it #1 accident prone in the whole of Tamale. A young man called Abdul Wakil has voluntarily elected himself to control same for more than 4 years. As I write, he's currently controlling the traffic, and I'm sharing a video of him to you, or with you. He's unemployed. May Allah protect you and your family, etc. Those ones there for me. But this is the young man, Abdul Wakil, who for 4 years, because of a non-functional traffic light, has decided that he is going to make sure that things go right. And we want to celebrate him. And I encourage you, if you have some form of employment, find him employment and fix the traffic light. For 4 years, he has done this. He has covered up the shame of the authorities and the inefficiencies of the authorities for 4 years. So for 4 years, he has done this. I put him in the police or something. This one has shown clearly that he is an MTTD born from his mother's womb. For 4 clear years, he has done the work that MTTD has failed to do. 4 clear years. And this place is an accident-prone area. I know, I've been to Tamale a couple of times. As a small chief from Dagbon, I know. And I want to celebrate him, particularly this morning. Let him take his flowers and enjoy. Now, 6, I've seen a billboard. 2 parliamentary candidate aspirants. The Electoral Commission has not declared any one of them winners in Ablekuma North. But both of them have put up a congratulatory message for themselves. Take a look. So, Obanwa Ekwe of the MPP, former member of parliament, former ambassador to China or so, and then now, parliamentary candidate yet to be declared, has said, oh, I'm grateful. Irabin of the NDC also says, thank you. You see the confusion that our Electoral Commission has foisted on us. If you ask my son 1 + 1, he will tell you it is 2. 1 + 1 is 2. We voted on the 7th of December. 7th of January has come. Today is Friday, the 7th of February. My math is not good. This is how many months after? 2 months, 2 solid months. Electoral Commission is not able to do 1 + 1, even after the court ordered them to do 1 + 1. They can't do 1 + 1 = 2. And this is the confusion that we have in Ablekuma North. The matter went to court, and the court directed that go back and go and count. Electoral Commission of Ghana, Jim Mensah's Electoral Commission of Ghana, Bosman Asari's Electoral Commission of Ghana, Samuel Tete's Electoral Commission of Ghana, Sribo Kwaku's Electoral Commission of Ghana. They cannot add 1 + 1 to tell us it is 2. Now look at the confusion. So the MPP people who live in Ablekuma North will think that, we have won. Our MP says, I am grateful. Irabina Obin's people, NDC, will say, we have also won. Thank you. You see the confusion. This is how it starts. But this is not even the bigger conversation. There's a member of parliament who also seats is being challenged. He has had his own. And I told you the other time that when somebody said the speaker was behaving like a headmaster, I like the speaker's response. He says, if you behave like a student, there will be a headmaster. Because on that occasion when the parliamentarians were misbehaving publicly and showing a very bad example of what should never be seen in public, the 2 senior house masters, the whips, were caught in the fray. The 2 senior house masters were caught in the fray. Find me an Updom Press video. I'm a Fahad Castle. Good morning to you.
Now got to say MPP. Now got to say MPP 4. And now say MPP ni any NDC ni ekwa. Boa MPP ni no na yam NDC ni. We are giving the EC 1 week. 1 week. 1 week, 7 days. The EC must come and declare our candidate as the winner of the Ablekuma election. If the NDC led by Mahama Ayariga will not be reasonable, no matter as you say, Ablekuma North, based on all the evidence available, the winner, no more imagine somebody to trust them, they will continue. You are not going to allow the EC to collect. The IGP, I am against now, if we will continue to demonstrate. Now got to say MPP 4 and now say MPP ni any NDC ni ekwa. Boa MPP ni no na yam NDC ni.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. He says if you go and meet an MPP person, if you're an MPP person and you go and meet an MPP person fighting with an NDC person. Help the MPP person to beat the NDC person. If you are MPP and you go and see another MPP person fighting an NDC person, collaborate or join forces with the MPP person to beat the NDC person. And then he goes on to say that if the Electoral Commission does not declare the Ablekuma North seat for the MPP based on whatever evidence they have, there will be no peace in Parliament. Because if Mahama Yarega, as leader of the side of the majority, will not agree for the declaration to be done in favor of the MPP, there will not be peace in Parliament. And he further threatens the IGP to say, IGP, if you will keep quiet and look on, we will continue to demonstrate. You see why I told you not to call them honorable again? What is honorable about this shameful character? What is honorable about this shameful character? A member of Parliament whose boxer shorts and singlets are bought by you? A member of Parliament whose everything is provided by you, including car loans, is asking for people to fight. And is asking even for people to fight in favor of his political party. This is supposed to be a leader of the country. This is supposed to be a leader of the country. Carrying a chair to put on a table in Parliament and assisting people to break parliamentary tables and to destroy public property is not enough. That's something to say, yay. And sometimes you look and you can't understand. My voice is even going. I'm so shocked to the bone and to the marrow. A member of Parliament, a leader in the House of Parliament, is inciting violence. And he didn't care that the TV cameras were there. No. He was holding a TV station's microphone, in fact, 2 of them, and he was spewing gibberish, bola, bunkum, absolute nonsense. A member of Parliament beating war drums. No, he's beating war drums. If fights break up in Ablekuma North, it will come to Okankwe South. We must not allow people to force their stupidity on us. No. If fights breaks in Ablekuma North, it will come to Ablekuma South. It will come to Ablekuma Central. It will go to Okankwe Central. It will come to Okankwe South. The electrifying effect is what I'm trying to prevent this morning. That when you go and see Party A, in fact, he was specific. If you see an MPP person fighting an NDC person, join forces with the MPP person to beat the NDC person without first even understanding why they are fighting, without even attempting to separate the fight, without even attempting to say, oh, we are brothers. Politics is a contest of ideas, not about fisticuffs. So just beat the person. Don't understand the person. Just be beating. This one. The people of Nsawame Drajiri. You queued in the sun and in the rain to vote for this one. This is a leader in Parliament, though. He's a whip. When he calls, hey, sit down, everybody will sit down. All the lawyers in the MPP who are on the side, they will sit down. All the doctors on the side, they will sit down. All the other intellectuals, they will sit down. They will be listening to this one who is beating war drums. Because of what? A parliamentary seat. Because of a parliamentary seat. I am gobsmacked. Wow. Is this how low we have stooped? Is this where we have gotten to? Fake news has made its way into Parliament. As if that is not enough, we now have leaders in Parliament beating war drums. The other day, it was the minority leader attacking a clerk in Parliament. He came back to apologize. I'm yet to see any apology from the side of the minority chief whip. But yet another war drum has been beaten. So tomorrow, if an NDC person is beaten by 2 MPP people in Ablekuma North, now who caused them? If somebody is killed in Ablekuma North by 2 MPP people, now who caused them? And he even went on to dare the IGP. He dared the IGP. And I know nothing will happen. Nobody will invite anybody. It's okay. Let me dare the IGP and let me beat war drums. They will come and be here. They say, we are from police CID. We are coming to invite you to come. Or they will come and put handcuff and pick me. That is the kind of selective justice we practice in this country. Look, maybe you didn't hear. I have explained to you in English now. Listen to it again.
Now got to say MPP 4 and now say MPP ni any NDC ni ekwa bo MPP ni no na yam NDC ni we are giving the EC 1 week 7 days. The EC must come and declare our candidate as the winner of the Ablekuma election. If the NDC led by Mahama Ayariga will not be reasonable, no matter as you say, Ablekuma North, based on all the evidence available, the winner, no more margin, somebody to trust them, they will continue. You are not going to allow the EC to collect. The IGP, I am against Obey Shahai. Now, in Crofway, a Crofway, the Kwasiasam, if you trust someone, we will continue to demonstrate. So, we are MPP Mapa. Now, we got to say MPP 4.
Are you okay now? It doesn't matter your party card, but this kind of politics is unacceptable. It is this kind of politics that made us lose 8 people in the 2020 elections. It is this kind of politics that made us shoot and maim people at Ayawaso West Wogon. It is this kind of politics that made us lose people in the 2020 elections. It is this kind of politics that brought about the violence in Talensi. It is this kind of politics that brought about the violence in Asin North. It is this kind of politics that brought us the violence in Etiwa. It is this kind of politics that brought us the violence in Ejura and many other places. If we say we are a people of intellectual capacities and we are people who are peaceful and reasonable, we should not allow our leaders to be foisting their whatever on us. I don't want to be using the words. But clearly this is a low blow. It doesn't show a leader that is thinking. And I am sad that at the end of this month, January, my taxes went to pay somebody like this. And in February, my taxes will also pay somebody like this. And I will even go on to contract a car loan for this person. I am hurt. I am hurt that my taxes will pay a policeman who will be following this one around. I am hurt. I am hurt that a person like this will have strobe lights and sirens. And when there's traffic, I will pave way for such a person to pass. I am hurt. I am very, very hurt. I don't know about you, but I am hurt as a Ghanaian. Make your point. Talk to the EC. Say, we give you ultimatum. Come and collate. Let us bring finality to this. Where from the rubbish of, if you go and meet somebody, fighting somebody, help somebody to beat somebody, we are threatening the IGP doesn't deserve, there will be no peace. Where from all that nonsense? We must behave like the clock. The clock says tick tock, not the app. We must think before we talk. Clearly, there was no thinking before the talking in this instance. Take me to Pina SHS. We'll talk about Alegibam. I know you are itching. We'll talk about Alegibam. Now, yesterday, the police arrested the headmaster of Pina SHS. Pina SHS. And with the storekeeper. Play the video. Food that is meant for the children. You know, not so long ago, somebody was arrested in the Volta region, a taxi driver. Food that is meant for the children to eat. Not so long ago, Charles told us that, oh, there's no food in the schools. Now the government of the day has decided that let's provide food for the children to eat. And no less a person than the headmaster allegedly has stolen the food. And this one was based on a tip-off. Allegedly, headmaster. And from what I'm hearing, this is not the first time it is happening. So this is at the police station. Yesterday, I spoke with an official of the school who confirmed this. And I said, if rice has been brought, and he says, oh, he's returning the rice, must you not tell the storekeeper, must it not be in the record? Rice and sugar, there's charcoal too. School children's food. Headmaster who is supposed to be leading the children and teaching them morals is behaving like Natoma Otabel, a Kupi JHS, who sodomized 19 boys. The people who are supposed to be teaching the children how to live are now misbehaving. I just showed you a leader in parliament misbehaving. I've showed you Pina SHS. I've told you about Kopi, and it is so sad and embarrassing. Of all the work that you have done, all the suffering that you have suffered, all the career that you have built, it has to take 2 or 3 sacks of rice and sugar to embarrass you in this manner. Why? 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 Bags of rice meant for children. And there are some of the children who have traveled from, let's say, Kumasi or Takrady to Pina SHS. And their parents know that, once they are in school, they will eat. Here is the headmaster who is supposed to ensure that their food is enough, taking the food that is meant for the children for himself. Why? So what did we do wrong to our leaders in this country? Why? Why? Where did we go wrong? Who did we offend? Who did we offend? Why? Charlie, let's talk about another. I'll show you another leader. First, there's a testimonial. The gentleman in the orange shirt. Let's play that one first. Talking about what work we did.
In fact, the next person to give gratitude to is Johnnie Hughes. Even though he doesn't know us, we have never met him, we don't know him, he doesn't know us. But this issue, he has done his best to, as it were, bring it to the public domain and to let the public know the issues, details of the issues, the facts, all the facts. In fact, he is doing a yeoman's job, and we cannot thank him enough. We can't thank him enough. Only God Almighty will bless that man. He is doing a lot for Mother Ghana, and may God bless him.
This is the scorecard. So this was when Dr. Aligibam, Dr. Benedict Bonaventure Aligibam. This was when he left office. And the people said, oh, Johnny, you have done well. Thank you. Mind you, before this, Chief of Staff had written, Brian Echampo, a Greek minister, had written, We Won't Hand Over Power had written, 2 regional ministers had written, HR had written, the unions have written, about 16 letters. Aligibam said, I'm not going anywhere. Now, not this one. There's another one. That's the famous Aligibam, Dr. Bonaventure Benedict Aligibam. And I told you, he called me to wish me Happy New Year. Then a few moments later, he called me to say he could sue me. I said, Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, there's a video when he last went to the place. He last went to Accra, and he still was holding on to this vehicle. I told you about it. This was the last time he went to Accra. He went there, he drove in and drove out, like as if to spite the people, like a real Kasongo, The Kasongo kind of attitude. You know, play the video. The Kasongo kind of vibe, you know. So he went in there, real Kasongo, you know, seeing a group of lions, but he said, no, I will still go and show you something small. So he came in there with the vehicle and left. Then the people decided that, look, enough is enough. So the next time he comes here, we will lock the door, the gate. So they locked the gate, and then they deflated one of the tires. So that's what you see there. They locked the gate, deflated one of the tires to prevent him, and they called the police to come in. Now listen to Dr. Aligibam.
I never want to talk to you. Oh, that's a no one. Will you want to talk to me? That's a no one. I never want to talk to you. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm just being professional. But if you want to talk, that's fine. There's no problem. All right. That's okay. No problem. They are leveling some allegations against you, so I'm saying if you talk.
Take
them the way you want to. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay? That's fine. No, that's okay.
That is all.
But every time I say I want to talk to you, you refuse. So once again, I want to talk to you.
You said
if you talk, that's okay.
So that's simple.
The whole world has seen that I've given you a chance. I don't want to talk. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
There's a man, Castro Senyala, there, and he refused to talk to us. But the reality on the ground is that the gate has been locked. The car, we understand, the vehicle, Toyota Fortuner, we understand, is now in the custody of the police. And they say they will keep it until they get a new MD for ICON. Now, Dr. Aligibam, just for the records, had to write to his predecessor to tell him that your retirement is due, so please be getting ready to leave the office. And the man didn't stay a day in office. He, as Vice Chancellor of the Stubborn Academy International, has decided that, no, there's one more thing, please, shut up, grant me grace. Decided that he won't go anywhere. He won't go anywhere. Now, there's a trending issue quickly, we'll deal with that. Pull up the SNIT thing for me, the SIC thing, sorry. And this morning, I was thinking to myself, look at the benefits that one person gets. And just so you know, some people are in this country, they get more than this. They work in state-owned institutions, they get more than this. So don't shake. The GRA boss will still be getting, is it risk allowance or inconvenience allowance? 500 Ghana cedis a day. You work in an air-conditioned office, you have a bodyguard, you drive in a V8, you don't inhale dust, you don't do anything. Then they pay you inconvenience allowance, 500 Ghana cedis a day, GRA boss. That thing has to be cancelled like yesterday. So this woman, very beautiful, her name is Holista Dia Yen to me, not wound to me, Yen to me. Holista Dia Yen to me, not wound to me. He's enjoying all these things. 840,000 cedis per annum in gross basic salary. That's basic salary. 70,000 cedis per month in basic salary. And then she gets 84,000 cedis clothing allowance every year. She gets 7,000 cedis monthly entertainment allowance. That's twice, that can pay 2 nurses or 2 teachers for the month. That's entertainment allowance, but it is their salary. Official home with free utilities, water, electricity, Wi-Fi, all those things. Then she gets 3,000 for a house help, 3,000 for a security man, and then she gets 2,000 cedis for a gardener, free hospital for spouse and 5 children, that's insurance. And then official V8 and 450 liters of fuel. The V8 will be sold to her at the end of the tenure. $3,000 air ticket for a tour each year, a country of her choice. $810 allowance per day, per DM, official travel, yearly tour. 3,000 Ghana cedis for sports club membership. That's the gym subscription. And then she also gets what? A monthly salary of 40,000. That's what she's demanding. Social Security, Provident Fund, all these things. Initially, she said she won't go, but now she's asking for this so that possibly she go. And she sued. Holista Dia. Yen to me, not wound to me. She sued. And I'm sure that the lawyer spoke to her because she's a lawyer to James Jenin Boati, who takes over as a lawyer. Now, what she has told the world is that this is what James Jenin Boati is going to inherit. So now the foot soldiers will be going there. But did she also tell her people that this was what she was earning? You know, it's Ajana 1, Ajana 2 kind of thinking. Now, the real question behind all of these things is, what is the real state and health of SIC? While she was enjoying all these things, yes, what was the real state and health of SIC? If you work in a private entity and there's no profitability and you are not showing signs of growth, your bosses will cut down on your salary, or some benefits will be taken away from you so that you work harder to earn it. While she was earning all of these things and now making these demands, what is the real state and health of SIC? That's the simple question I'm asking. And while she was there, where did all the businesses that SIC used to do go? SIC is the state insurance company or corporation. Here in PLC is listed and all of that. The SIC businesses, the government institutions, do they insure their vehicles with SIC? Who were they insuring with and in whose interest? The ships, the buses, the houses, the state properties. So while she was demanding for all of these things, SIC Insurance Limited currently is the 25th most valuable stock on the GSA with a market capitalization of 52.8 million, which makes about 0.045% of the Ghana Stock Exchange equity market, and do 1% in po. But this SIC used to be a very, very profitable enterprise. Imagine that all the ministries, all the departments, all the agencies decide that whatever vehicles we buy, we will take it straight to SIC to go and say that, insure it for us. STC is opposite SIC, but they took their insurance elsewhere. You know where. The state has refused to do business with the state, and that is what Mr. James Ejenin Boateng, he has to correct. All those businesses that they took elsewhere, some of the insurance, whatever it is, packages have started expiring. Some will expire this year, hopefully. They need to quickly go in there and take all those insurance packages back and give it back to SIC. That is the only way we will stop going to the IMF. That is the only way we'll go begging. That is the only way we will be profitable. And please bring me back, finally, the moving pick thing. Let's do it. I want to buy a ticket for Aligibam and his wife to come and enjoy. It's time to cool down, Dr. Aligibam. Come and cool down, because you've had too much stress. They deflate your tire, they seize your vehicle, they write letter about you, they put you on TV. No, I want to buy you a ticket for my heart, for you and your wife to come and enjoy. 14 February, Mavimpic, 6:30 p.m., artists, live band, gifts, call 0247 120 633. 0247 120 633. Dr. Aligibam, call me. Let me buy you a ticket so you and your wife can come and enjoy free dinner. Enjoy at Mavimpic so you can cool down, okay? I love you. See you next week. Yes, see you next week, please, Aligibam. So call me, please.